Uh, I'm Sunny Robinson. I live in Gloucester, and I have been working with MAPA's Latin America Caribbean Working Group since 2019 when we first put it together. But like many people within the committee, I've been doing Central America, Latin America solidarity work for more than 40 years, particularly in relation to Guatemala and on immigration, but not solely on those issues. In 2019, a number of us within MAPA from different directions realized there was no unified work around the issues involving the Caribbean and all of Latin America. There has historically been a lot of work directed at solidarity with individual countries, Guatemala, El Salvador, Cuba, etc. And what we wanted to try to do was form a group that allowed for the interaction and interfacing of all of the work that was already going on in the Boston area. So starting with concern coming from the Venezuela Solidarity Committee, and then from myself and Jean Gallo around immigration related work, we decided to start that effort of, over the next decades, building a effective response network in relation to Latin America. And I think we're trying to work in two main directions. One is solidarity, working with the progressive and civil society groups of countries where we have contacts. And the second is also trying to reshape U.S. foreign policy in relation to Latin America and the Caribbean, because so much of U.S. foreign policy over the entire history of the U.S., starting with the Monroe Doctrine, has not been supportive of the people or progressive ideas within the Caribbean and Latin American countries. So the work at its core is about supporting human rights. And it's important for the U.S. to get involved in doing that work in collaboration with the popular movement groups in those countries, because the U.S. has been such a major part of, in fact, either repressing or holding back the progressive movements in those countries. And the U.S. has unfortunately done that militarily, through policing policies, through economic policies, and then through the political intervention, whether direct in terms of supporting coups or indirect through supporting repressive governments in those countries. So our group meets regularly, these days by Zoom, certainly probably by Zoom through the winter. There'll maybe come good weather in the spring, we can have in-person meetings again. And if people want to become involved and get linked into that group, they contact Derek Sexton by email and let him know.